Hey, Kenyon, welcome to the Aggie Football Zoom. We got some questions for you. We'll start off with Courtney Rowland from Rivals.com.
Hey, Kenyon. Sorry, I'm also using my phone, so hopefully you can hear me. Good to see you up there, and also, praising you. I was wondering, could you tell us a little bit about being thrown into the fire last year as a freshman, and then, how you progressed physically, mentally, and then how you've continued to progress throughout what is a tumultuous offseason for everyone. Your dad had mentioned you worked out with Sam Cosme. And then where you think that you and the front five are right now.
Well, getting thrown in last year, it was pretty tough, but I liked the challenge, so it was fun. I had a great year last year for me playing as a freshman. I felt like I grew as a player and as a man. This year, I feel like with the front five, we feel. I feel like we're much stronger. We communicate better. Everything feels like it's coming together, like we're gelling together. Feel like we're gonna have a great year this year. And I worked out with Sammy Cosme, go to Texas University. One of my close friends. We went to high school together, played together. It was a great experience playing with him and just seeing how he attacked the game from the Big 12 aspect, and they have so many speed to power rushers and a lot of speed cats out there. So I just picked his mind a little bit and see how he attacked the game too.
All right, your next question is from Gabe Bach at TexAgs.com. You'll need
Hey, Kenyon. Ken, I appreciate it. One thing I wanted to ask you was about playing the guard position. How much have you really adapted to it? How much have you enjoyed playing that position after playing a lot of tackle in high school? And do you feel like you're a more natural guard or a more natural tackle?
I feel like I can play anything. As me going to playing guard and everything, I had to get stronger. That was the first thing, because last year going against Derek Brown and Raekwon Davis, it was tough coming out of high school trying to sit down on them and everything. So this year I got in the weight room, worked my butt off, got stronger. I feel more confident in my punch, in my feet, and everything. So.
All right, your next question is from Olin Buchanan at TexAgs.com.
Kenyon, the decision that was made for you to flip over to the left side, is that just to get you more comfortable if you have to move to the left tackle? And how did that come? Did you ask for it? Did someone approach you and say, "Hey, we want you to move to the left side"? Because what went into that move?
Oh well, Coach Fisher made that move. I didn't really know about it until we started doing walkthroughs and everything. So I just was learning it during when we was doing meetings and everything, and I feel comfortable with Dan next to me. We work good together. I like the right side too. I can really play both sides, so it really don't matter to me. I just want to be on the field and go ball.
And I know you touched on this, but I'm going to kind of push you on it a little bit. Now, if you really get into it a little bit more, why do you think this offensive line is going to be better, other than the fact that, you're a sophomore and have a year's experience? But what are the other reasons why you think this offensive line could be significantly better?
I feel like it's a brotherhood in the offensive line. We played all together last year, so we kind of came together. After all the COVID stuff and how we gelled during COVID and everything, I feel like it's a stronger bond and we know each other better, so we're going to fight for each other even more this year.
All right, thank you.
Let's go to Mike Lucas from KAGS.
Hey, Kenyon, how you doing today?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. So when you come in last year as a freshman, you have all the practice reps and walkthroughs, but you can't really form that communication until you've been through the fire with some of these guys. So now entering year 2 with the same offensive line, how much improved or how much better do you think the communication is between this unit, and how does that help you guys keep Kellen standing?
The communication is way better. It's sometimes we don't even have to talk to each other and tell each other, what to do or even call out stuff. Like we just know, we just give each other like a little nod or just a little couple words, and we already in the play, and we're trying to see what the defense is going to give us.
Was that the case last year?
No, not at all. I was asking every play what I need to do, trying to just make sure I don't mess up, give up no sacks or anything, or any bad communications.
Awesome. Thanks, Kenyon.
Next question is from John Wilson from KBTX.
Kenyon, Coach Fisher mentioned you guys have a scrimmage on Saturday. As players, what do you hope to get out of this scrimmage as you work towards the start of the season?
I really just want to get better as a team on the offensive side, defensive side, special team. Just get gelled together with everybody. Just make sure everybody is on one accord, and we can get better. Like I feel like the first scrimmage it went okay. We having a good week of practice, and I feel like this next scrimmage is going to show what we've been putting in for this week, and I feel like we've been doing really good.
Let's go to Justin Woodard from KAGS.
Hey, Kenyon, like you, last year, Isaiah Spiller was thrown in there as a freshman too. He mentioned one of his big goals this year is to play better in the bigger games. Obviously, for him to do that, you guys got to pave the way for him. So we saw him run all over UTSA and some of the quote-unquote lower-tier teams you played. But what gives you confidence you'll be able to get him going against the Bamas and the Floridas and the Auburns this year?
We're having a year having a year playing and everything. I feel like we're stronger, like more confident in our game now. So it's gonna come with time. We're gonna show. We're not gonna say too much about it.
All right, let's move to Chip Howard from Sports Talk. Well, Chip has an answer, so we'll go to Travis Brown.
Hey, Kenyon. Curious, with what all Kellen has been able to do for the program, he could come out of this season with a lot of A&M's quarterbacking records. What would it mean to y'all for his fourth season to be able to help him, leave here as the career passing yards record, career passing touchdowns record, and so on and so forth?
I feel like that's very important. As an offensive line, we need to protect him so he can, throw the ball, get those yards. So for him to even be in that run, it's motivating us to push more so we can be a part of that legacy with him.
Thanks.
All right, let's go to Zach Taylor from Bryan Broadcasting.
Hey, Kenyon, asking a little bit more about Kellen. What's it like having a mobile quarterback back there and trying to block for him and knowing that at any moment he can pull it down and run with it?
Move your feet. Keep your feet moving at all times. Just mirroring the defensive line, you really can't look back there and see what he's doing. So you just got to focus on what's in front of you and just react.
All right, let's try again with Chip Howard.
Let's try again the unmute button. Kenyon, would you describe the defensive line this year as opposed to the ones you went against last year in scrimmaging and in practice?
Well, the defensive line last year was great, and this defensive line is great too. Got a lot of depth. They're good. I can't say too much about them. Like the details, hand placement, You know, they just the run fits, all that. Like they feel it and they play. So I'm glad that they're on my team.
You got one or two guys that have really stood out so far to you?
They all been playing good. I can't really pick out a couple. They've been playing their butts off. So
All right, let's go to Brenton Zwerneman from the Houston Chronicle.
Hey, Kenyon, I wanted to ask you, how much did Coach Stump, did he influence your decision at all with A&M, or did he regale you with, some of his old-time stories or anything along those lines in terms of getting you to A&M?
oh no, he didn't really push A&M on me. I came to him about it. Like he didn't push anything on me. Like he felt like I need to make my decision for myself, and that's what he let me do. He felt like, talking about it is gonna like push me away or something like that. But he was like another father figure for me,
Mm-hmm.
helping me make this decision that I made, and I'm just glad that he was my coach.
When you look back on your recruiting, is there a certain story you recall when you visited and you said, okay, this is the place I want to be? Because obviously you had your choice of premier colleges.
I can't really think of the moment. It was just coming down here, felt like home, felt like a place that I know I should be here and should be spending my 4 years here.
Is it a situation where it helps that it's close to home as well for you?
Yeah, it helped. Seeing my family, I can go see them anytime I want to. They can come down here, so that was a blessing that it was close.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Mark Passwaters from Rivals.com.
Hey, Kenyon, you talked a little bit earlier about feeling more comfortable with things in your sophomore season. Was there a time last year when you were on the field where you kind of had the proverbial welcome to the big time moment when you realized that, yeah, this is going to be a whole lot different from high school?
Yes, Auburn game when we played Derrick Brown. That game right there changed a lot of things for me. I realized that I wasn't strong enough yet, and I had to get in the weight room a lot because Derrick Brown showed me, he welcomed me into college football.
All right, let's go to Owen Buchanan, Texas.com.
Yeah, Kenyon, in practice, who would you rather block, Bobby Brown or Jaden Peavy?
I don't know. They're both crazy. They're good. Peavy, strong, long arms, quick off the ball. Bobby, same, quick off the ball, just strong. Just it's hard. It's hard blocking both of them. So I don't know. I don't have a choice with that.
Did you give us a big news scoop there when you said this is going to be your home for 4 years? I'm just kidding with you. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir.
All right, we got time for one more question. We'll go to Gabe Bach at TexAgs.com.
Kenyon, I understand you were in the room when Jimbo was going on and on bragging about you. And what does it how does it motivate you when he says things like you might wind up becoming one of the best guys I've ever played here on the offensive line?
That just motivate me more to, work out, get the playbook down even more, saying that I can, play all positions. That push me to, work on all positions. So if he need me, I can be there. I can help him for the team. So it's just a blessing that my coach think highly of me, and just gonna keep improving and showing him what he's been talking about and what he's been telling everybody about me.
All right, that's all the questions for you, Kenyon. Good job.
Thank you.
Kenny.